Hey, it's Monday morning. I'm really sorry if you can hear the fan, but it's already so hot in the flat. I'm not feeling great today, so I'm probably not going to film a lot. However, I wanted to show you some things I just got in the post because they're really cute. But I did read this morning. I read half an hour of Lords of Deception, which is an SPFBO book, and I'm reading Hunter and the Mage still this week. I kind of made plans yesterday of what I'd be reading this week, but I have no idea what I'm going to get around to. So we'll see how it goes. I'm about 25% into Hunter and the Mage. I haven't read a lot since starting it at all. And yeah, I've got a few other books on the go which I need to re-pick back up, like Mexican Gothic, Hero and the Crown. I started reading To Sleep on a Sea of Stars. I want to start reading The Doors of Eden. So yeah, lots of books. We'll see how this week is. But first I'm going to show you these things because they're just adorable. Okay, it seems to be stuck in this tube. Let's just rip it open. So this is Barry's Cactus Club. My friends Lauren and Beth very kindly sent me a cactus because I was feeling sad, and I'm turning into a little bit of a plant lady. But yeah, it comes. Oh, there's a lot of dirt. I should not have opened this on the sofa. But it comes in this cute packaging. It's all well packaged up, so you don't have to worry about the plant or the pot being damaged. So yeah, little cactus. I'm gonna put that there. And then it also comes with, I think this is a little caring card. Yeah, it really likes minimal water and it loves full sun, so I can definitely keep him on the windowsill, which is good because all my windows have full sun. And it's this one. And then it also came with saffron crocus, which I'm not sure what they are, but it says to plant them on arrival. So I think I'm going to need to get like a pot and some soil. I think I already have a pot somewhere, so I just need to get some soil, I think, from the garden centre. And it's different to all the other cactuses I already own, which is good. And then next I have something that I've been waiting for a while. I ordered this right near the beginning of the lockdown, as it was to help buy clothes, it was to help buy clothes from the kind of factories that were no longer being paid by fast fashion retailers. As someone who buys a lot of fast fashion, I thought there might be something in here. You don't choose exactly what clothes you get, you give them a style and a size and they send you a selection. So I'm going to quickly open this for you and show you what I've got. Okay, so I have 4 items: red, grey, green and green. Oh, that's good. I love green and red hair. It goes so well. And they're all in small, I believe. They're all in small, so they all should fit me. This is a top. I think this is quite cute. I will probably try these on later and show you as well. Okay, I have 1 dress and 2 tops. So we'll see which one's which. This is definitely just the best. I'm not going to open this one up. So it's like a button down vest. This is just a grey tee, grey vest as well. And this must be the dress. Okay, so I am intrigued to see what this looks like on. I'm going to go try it on later though, because yep, it's time for work. But yeah, I will probably catch up with you guys later, and I will show you more of these at some point as well. Hey, it's now Monday evening and I was gonna do some vlogging stuff, but then my brain has just kind of gone with the heat. So instead I'm gonna read and be good, as I should probably read more, especially since I'm doing reading vlogs. Like, it doesn't make sense that I'm currently just not reading enough. However, I'm gonna read the other half of The Lords of Deception, which is my SPFBO book, for today, and then I'm probably gonna, what time is it? Probably gonna read a different SPFBO book afterwards, but I will catch up later. Hey, it's now Tuesday morning, it's 9 o'clock, I'm just about to start work, and I did some reading this morning. Last night I finished reading my first impression hour of The Lords of Deception, I think it was. I liked it. There's lots of point of views, so you haven't really got into the story yet. It seems to be quite a thick book, and there's 6 different point of view chapters, which kind of, you get through the 6 and then they cycle through some other ones. We've seen 1 or 2 of them only once so far. There's some characters I definitely find more interesting than others, as usual of point of view books, and yeah, there's not really magic in it so far, apart from there's an assassin character which has, I guess, kind of maybe alchemy talents. That's the closest thing to maybe a mage or anything we've got. So I don't know how magical and fantasy it's going to be, or whether it's going to be more kind of political tension, which is what it's showing a lot of now. And I didn't end up reading my first impressions for Swordsman's Lament, which is what I was meant to be reading, because I was getting through Lords of Deception and I realised I was completely falling asleep, which was meant I just went to bed. Instead, this morning I've been reading The Hunt of the Mage again. I'm really enjoying it. They're kind of both Lyanna and Rafe are learning to use their powers, they're using them more. It seems that just a little bit more magical than the previous book, because they're now in a place where they're allowed to freely use their magic, and I'm enjoying seeing it. I'm also enjoying them learning how to use it. For example, Lyanna is being taught quite meticulously on how to use her powers. And yeah, I'm still not far into it, I've still not read a lot, but I'm enjoying it probably more than the previous book. It's also less about romantic relationships right now, as our kind of lovers are separated. But yeah, I'm gonna go do some work now before I get told off for not being online. So it's Tuesday evening. I've just finished an hour reading The Swordsman's Lament, and so I don't know what to make of it really. So one, I read it for an hour like my normal SPFBO books, first impressions, and I was not focused on reading at all. And I don't know if that was me because it was so hot, or whether it was just the book wasn't interesting enough. I've literally reached chapter 2. It's 13% in, and that was apparently an hour of reading, which I don't think was the case. But nothing has happened. Like, our main character has some guys have challenged him in a kitchen. Some guy has. Is that lightning? Okay. Some guys challenge him in a tavern, and then he kills him because it's like a challenge to the death, because he's a... Oh, it was lightning. It was. Okay, it's gonna be thunderstorming tonight. He's the best swordsman ever in this country, world thing. And then this tavern that he kind of inconvenienced by killing someone outside of it has like a really good chef, which is the owner's daughter. And so our main character brings the king and his 2 kids to the tavern to like hire her in the palace kitchens. And like, I guess it's meant to show him he's a good person, but like it wasn't interesting. It wasn't, like, nothing is happening. It's just them all talking and eating and kind of info dropping. Like, we're being told a lot of things just by people. So like, the king told the princess to tell the prince something that he probably should have already known, but it was basically to tell us as a reader about it, kind of thing. Yeah, it just wasn't interesting. I think the overall arc is that there's a war coming and our main character is going to try and find a replacement for him who's going to be as good of a swordsman as he is, so that he can retire or something. I don't know. I'm going to go read The Hundred of the Mage now, see if that's any better. So it's Wednesday morning and I have not read a lot at all. I literally fell asleep reading The Hundred and the Mage within like 2 minutes. I was so hot, I was just so tired, I fell asleep. And then I tried reading it this morning and I kept getting distracted. So I haven't read anything since the last update. Also, my lovely friend Lauren sent me this and I'm really excited to read it because Beth and the rest of my friends keep yelling about how good it is, and I was really intrigued, so thank you. Okay, so I'm not going to show my face today because I'm not feeling great, but I wanted to jump on and show you what I was reading. I've kind of skipped my TBR, you could say, because I found out that the Women's Prize for Fiction and Bailey's worked in conjunction to create a collection of books called Reclaim Her Name, and it's a collection of ebooks which are free to download. Sorry, I'll leave the link below. But it's got 25 books, short stories, poetry, etc., all in kind of these cute covers here. Each of them has been chosen as, originally when these were published, whether they were short stories or novels, they were all published underneath a male pseudonym. And last night I read, so you can see there, last night I read Mary of the Cabin Club, which is a extremely short story. I think it took me like 20 minutes to read. It was really good. It was a espionage story, but it was told from the bystander's narrative and very fast paced, very quick, but the way it's written is very exciting and it was really good. I've also started reading Tchaikovsky Growing Up by Natsuo Higuchi, and I don't really know what this is about at the moment. It's mostly like talking about lots of different people. It's kind of like people watching in the first chapter. I don't know where it's going. Most of these books I've not heard of before. I'll leave a link to where you can download them, tells you all about the different books. The only one I've really heard of before is Middlemarch, which is obviously a full-length novel. Not really heard of any of the other ones, but I'm really intrigued and I really want to read as many as I can. So yeah, I'm going to continue reading that this evening and then hopefully I will get some reading done. I'll probably also be reading The Hundred and the Mage before I go to bed, but yeah, I'm going to try and read as much of this as I can, but only 48 minutes left apparently, so I could definitely do it. Hey, it's now Friday morning. It's finally cooled down. I feel so much happier because I can finally like sit without sweating. And so I've been reading a lot this morning. I've read about 10% of The Hundred of the Mage. It's getting really exciting. We're seeing a lot more kind of behind the scenes things. We're seeing people plotting different actions, and yeah, I'm just really enjoying a lot of different aspects. Weirdly, I'm particularly liking the Cassie Xander plotline because I'm really interested to see what's happening. They're apparently going to go to a different island in the land above, which we haven't seen before, so I'm excited to explore different places. Just kind of Cassie and Xander's friendship is developing and changing, and he basically trusts her and she feels guilty because obviously she is a spy. And yeah, I'm just really interested to see where that goes and where how both of them change with the journey and how both of them will change by the end of the book. Lyanna and Wraith are still not really doing much. They're both kind of not fully captive, but they're both captives in a new world that they have to learn about, so that it is interesting, but it's also quite slow. And doesn't have the same kind of tension that it does for the Cassie and Xander storyline. But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I'm getting into it again. I'm finally getting into it, so I read more than a few pages and I'm really enjoying it. But yeah, now I need to work and I'm gonna go and hopefully read this afternoon. I just wanted to jump on and kind of wrap up the vlog. I've been ill. It's not Saturday or Sunday. I've been really ill over the weekend. I haven't done any filming. I've done minimal reading. I managed to read up to 50% in The Hunter and the Mage, but I haven't read anything else. I'm still not feeling like fully myself, but I'm hoping next week I'm gonna get better and feel a lot better in myself. But yeah, I just wanted to jump up and wrap up the vlog because otherwise it was just going to cut off at me reading and playing on my Switch. I hope you guys enjoy the video and I hope you join me again next week for my next week's reading vlog as well. Hopefully I'm going to read more as well. I'm still not reading a lot. I think I'm in a bit of a slump. See you again next week.